Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be doing the Terminus boss fight guide. Keep in mind this tutorial is not going to include the beam smasher and how to get it. If you want a video on that, I'm going to leave a link in the description or a pinned comment in order to unlock the beam smasher for free. Or you just get it out of the mystery box, which is a little bit more time consuming, but let's get straight into it. For step 1, you're going to want to locate a hard drive. In order to locate the hard drive, you're going to go to the 3 tentacled traps around the map. There are 2 tentacled traps underground located on each cave entrance in order to go into the lab. And there is a 3rd tentacled trap right outside of Jug. You're going to want to use your beam smasher to shoot the center of the trap. If you shoot it long enough, it will break and drop a hard drive. If it doesn't break, it's not the right trap. Just move on to the next. Once you have the hard drive, you're going to work your way back up to Peck and insert the drive into the chute. Once you're done with that, you're going to head back down to the laboratory underground. For step 2, you're going to free Nathan. In order to free Nathan, you're going to go to the main containment chamber in the middle of the room. You're going to interact with that. The glass door is going to open so you can see Nathan and talk to him. After he's done talking, you're going to look for a 3-digit combo in order to unlock the chamber and free him. The first number is going to be located next to Quick Revive. There's going to be a clock on the wall behind a cage. You're going to want to look at the hour hand, which is the small hand on the clock. Whatever number it's pointing closest to is going to be your first number. So in my case, my number was 4. Your second number is going to be located in the chow hall. There's going to be a box of eggplants next to the door. There's going to be a playing card just above it. Whatever number that says on the card, that is going to be the second number. So in my case, my number was 7. Your third number is going to be located in the engineering building, which is right across from the C tower. There's going to be a sign on the back wall that says days since last injury. So in my case, my number was 6. So once you get all 3 numbers, you're going to want to head back down to Nathan's chamber, input the code, then go over to the right or the left and interact with one of those switches and it will unlock the chamber. Keep in mind this is going to be a hard mini boss fight that you're going to have to deal with. Basically, Nathan is going to turn into a mutated zombie and chase you around the laboratory. It's not that difficult to outrun him, but keep in mind if you outrun him too much, he will eat other zombies and he will re-heal. In my opinion, the pump shotgun is probably the best weapon to take him out. You're going to want at least a pack-a-punch level 2 with a weapon upgrade level 2 on it. If not, use the beam smasher, use the sonic wave ability, which is the right-click version. And then once you stun him, use the left-click version, which is the actual beam, because that will actually do more damage to him. Once you've defeated Nathan, he dropped a key card under the bridge. You're going to jump into the water, swim down, and pick it up. Once you've picked that up, you're going to work your way to the broken ship for the next step. Step 3 is going to be node connectors. Once you've worked your way underneath the ship, there's going to be a ladder that's going to lead up inside of the ship. You're going to climb on that ladder and that key card is going to open up the door. You're going to see node connectors that are sitting on a table. Once you pick one up, you're going to start a mini zombie trial inside the room. You're going to want to run around and kill all the zombies for like maybe 30 seconds to a minute. Once you're done, the door is going to reopen and you can leave. So once you're done with that, you're going to take your node connector to 2 out of 3 locations around the map. There's going to be cables that are missing connectors. You're going to find those cables and you're going to reconnect them with the nodes. The first connector is going to be located next to the boat on the big island. The second connector is going to be located underneath the sea tower. And the third connector is going to be located in the first tunnel you blow up to go underground. It's going to be on the right side. Once you've reconnected the nodes, you're going to work your way back up to Peck at the control center and talk to him. After all the dialogue has finished, you're going to receive a hacking device from Peck. You're going to take that and use it for the next step. Step 4 is going to be hacking buoys. There's going to be 3 red blinking buoys out in the water around the island. You're going to drive your boat around looking for those buoys. Once you locate one of the buoys, you're going to hop out into the water, hold interact to start hacking the buoy. Once you're done hacking, you're going to get back in the boat and drive around the map until you find another one. And then you're going to do the same thing and then go on to the third one. Keep in mind, this is a time-gated step, so you have 2 minutes to go hack all 3 buoys around the map. They're not too hard to locate, so I'm not really going to cover their locations, but as long as you do it within 2 minutes, you should be fine, which is plenty of time. Alright, this is a warning. Once you finish the 3rd buoy hack, a white flash is going to go across your screen. You're going to want to haul ass back to the main laboratory down below because a bomb is going to go off. You're going to hear a bunch of dialogue. Once that dialogue goes away, you're going to have exactly 5 minutes to defuse the bomb. There's going to be 3 different detonators that you need to defuse. 2 out of the 3 detonators are located on the right and left side of Melee Macchiato at the very bottom. There's going to be these doors that are going to open up, and then there's going to be a electric node there that you're going to have to hold and defuse. It takes about 10 seconds to defuse one of the detonators, so you're going to at least want to have a monkey bomb or decoy grenades in order to actually defuse it without going down. This can be a little tricky. As you see, I will go down on my second detonator defuse, but don't be discouraged because you can always buy another self-revive using salvage. For the third and final detonator, here's a pro tip. Just stick the defuse no matter how much time you have left, because once you're done with the defuse, all the zombies around you will die. In my situation, I was kind of underprepared and I didn't really have anything to distract the zombies, but I've repeated this step before and I've always survived the third one, even just rushing it and holding down the defuse. Alright, congratulations, now you're ready for the boss fight. Now this is where you're going to get geared up. You want to have a 3-plate vest. You want to have a tier 3 pack-a-punch weapon, along with it being legendary upgraded. I recommend using the pump shotgun. You can use the other shotgun if you want, or any weapon of your choice. Once you think you're geared up enough and you're ready to fight the boss, you're going to head back down to Melee Macchiato. There's going to be a door to the left that's cracked open. You're going to interact with that door and it's going to send you straight into the boss fight. Alright, so there's going to be 3 phases for this boss fight. For phase 1, there's going to be red glowing cysts that are going to spawn on his body. You're going to want to shoot those until they break and disappear. There's going to be plenty of zombies spawning around you, so you're always going to want to keep moving around in a circle. Keep in mind there's also tentacles out in the water that are shooting gas at you, so you want to keep that in mind as well, so always keep moving. You don't necessarily need to focus on destroying those tentacles, because once you destroy one, it will spawn in a different location. So honestly, just ignore them. The boss has a slam attack with his tentacles. You want to keep out of distance because if you get hit by those, sometimes you will go down or you'll go flying out into the water. And if you don't make it back in time, you will get toxic gas and die. The boss is going to change locations depending on where you're standing at in the arena. You're going to have to do this a couple times until he disappears. You'll get a dialogue activation. After like a minute or so, the boss will respawn for phase 2. Alright, for phase 2, the boss is going to respawn glowing red. For this phase, you're going to want to target his mouth. That's where you're going to deal the most damage. After you've dealt a decent amount of damage to his mouth, his tentacles are actually going to start glowing. You're going to want to shoot those tentacles until you take out the glowing spots. Once you've done that and you've dealt a decent amount of damage to him, he's going to disappear again and you're going to get an audio cue. Then you're going to prep for phase 3. Alright, for phase 3, the boss is actually going to respawn and turn blue this time. For this phase, he's also going to block off the pathways on the left and right with his tentacles. Don't worry, if you do fall in the water, you can climb back up on the ladders. And if you also need a break, you can go on the back side of him and climb up that ladder and you can still use the backside platform. For this phase, you're just focusing on his tentacles and his cysts that spawn on his body. Once you see those glowing spots, you're just going to shoot them until they break and disappear, and then you move on to the next glowing cyst. For this stage, the boss can also grab you with his tongue, and if he does that, you want to make sure you shoot his mouth so he releases you. For this phase, his special attack is whenever he turns blue, he does an electric ball above his head, and it's like a shockwave whenever he releases it. You want to make sure you're clear of that or you will die. Phase 3 isn't really that tough. You just want to dodge the electrical blast he does. You can jump in the water to dodge it. And also you want to keep an eye out for all the zombies. But once you've dealt enough damage to the boss, he's obviously going to die. And that's pretty much it for the Easter egg. You completed the boss fight. Congratulations.
Well done. That was exhausting.
Well, today sure didn't go like I thought it would.
Today must have been very...
Alright, so now that you finished the boss fight and you finished the cutscene, the game is going to give you an option to either exit or continue playing. If you click continue playing, you get a special reward when you respawn back at the spawn point. So basically the game is going to give you free money, the game is going to give you a free ray gun, the game is going to give you a free legendary tool, the game is also going to give you a free pack punch crystal, all the perks, more scrap. Basically it's going to set you up for playing longer rounds and keep going. Now obviously you don't have to do this, but it's pretty cool to see that the game is giving back to you for completing the Easter egg. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.